Good evening, it's 8 o'clock. It is the 20th day of January. Inauguration has come and gone. Joe Biden is now president. Kamala Harris is now the first female individual of color as vice president, and we made it through the whole day without any riots. On the other hand, the power went out at 11 for reasons that still can't be explained, though I think it has something to do with the jerks upstairs, and came on just recently, so that's why this is so late. In other news, it's time for the crowdfunding Kickstarter of the week. The following crowdfunding Kickstarter projects are coming to an end, so if any of them sound interesting to you, go to your local crowdfunding Kickstarter page of choice and crowdfund them, and then ask your friendly local game store to order them for you. Now remember, again, all dates are tentative because, as I've said before, Amazon and all the other shipping pixies have delaying shipping of anything non-essential to the virus, i.e. the vaccine. So if you're expecting something to be available today, it might not be. That said, here we go. Okay, we have from Nord Games, Dangerous Destination hardcover. It is a system-neutral source book that allows GMs to craft unique places to go to, environments, stuff like that, villages, caves, stuff like that. It's good for any role-playing game. Its Kickstarter ends at the end of this month, and it is going to be on the shelves for about $60. From Free League Publishing, we have Mork Borg Cult Heretic. Mork Borg. This is an RPG zine for RPG of the Year, Mork Borg. This zine expands upon the world of Mork Borg, offering some more cults, territories, stuff like that. So if you were a fan of Mork Borg, then consider supporting this. It should be about $5, it looks like. From Amber and Ash, we have a expansion for Mork Borg. It's called Corpse Wake Cove. This is an RPG zine going for about $15. It was created under the Mork Borg's third-party license. It's pirates in the Mork Borg world, so if that's a project that sounds interesting for you to support, check it out. That Kickstarter ends this month. From Paul Mittenheimer, we have Out of the Ashes. It looks like it's about $25, or will be once it hits the stores. Its Kickstarter is ending. This is an original fantasy RPG. You are one of the survivors of a war that destroyed much of the land. So nearly all of civilization. So sort of a post-Holocaust fantasy, original system, core rulebook by Paul Mittenheimer. Its Kickstarter is ending. We have from World Champ Games Company, Babes in the Wood RPG. This is a powered by the apocalypse game. It lets you play kids and animals wandering in an endless forest during Halloween. So sort of like a beyond the wall role-playing game. Sort of horror, but also sort of a grim fairy tale and just, general kids in the woods. So it sounds fun. It looks like it's going to be about $26. Its Kickstarter ends this month, so if that sounds something like you are interested in, check it out. We have Teeny Paper Dungeons from Tom Brighton. This is an original dungeon crawler system. You use a 3x5-inch spiral-bound memo pad, a pencil, and a D6, and you get a complete dungeon crawl on each page. Open the book to a dungeon, roll to see D6 how far you good. So, and then you draw a line. Each 50-pen pad will have acquired dungeons as the products are randomly generated. So getting more than one pad adds room to dungeons. So I guess it's sort of like Mindhunter, but with a dungeon. So you randomly generate things, and then choose your own adventure meets Mindhunter meets Mad Libs. Looks interesting. I might have to pick it up. That looks like it's only going to be $10, and its Kickstarter ends this week. From Britannia Game Designs, we have a source book for Chivalry and Sorcery. There's a name we don't hear much for anymore. It's called Land of the Rising Sun. This campaign brings Lee Gold's Chivalry and Sorcery 1980 source book up into the current edition of Chivalry and Sorcery. So it's a Land of the Rising Sun, means it's a Oriental adventure type setting for the world of chivalry and sorcery. Definitely not a company we hear enough from these days, chivalry and sorcery. So that's good. We have support me, Smartwater. I will sell out, and I need a sponsor. From Aurora Torshi, we have a game called Arcana Familia, the esoteric cyberpunk RPG. This is an original system. Looks like it's going to be about $14 for the PDF. It's a cyberpunk occult world and a system based upon blackjack. It's got a picture of the DeLorean on the cover. So, I don't know, Shadowrun, I guess, sort of, would be the closest I could think of. And there we go. That is all the Kickstarters that are coming to an end. If any of those sound like something that is interesting to you to support, go to your local favorite crowdfunding or Kickstarter site and support them. And then order them from your friendly local game shop. And there you go. There's the Kickstarter news for the week. I will bring this to an end because Lord knows if I'm going to have power. It might go out again. Fortunately, I picked up candles and a flashlight, so I'm ready. And I got bottled water. If you appreciate this content, consider subscribing if you haven't had a chance yet. Help me hit 300 subs. I've hit 300 subs, so we'll have to do something crazy. And help me hit 500 subs by August 4th. Until then, have a great night. Stay safe, and I will talk to you losers later. It was them.